right foot is forward. You're going to take both hands, pull them back behind your butt, sweep that skirt out of the way, come out and underhand on the left side, then come up over the top into overhand on the right, and sweep back below your butt again. Okay, your left foot is forward. You're coming up over the top and turning toward me. Turn toward me. Up like this. Rest it on your back, so your underhand, thumbs up. Your thumbs hit your shoulder, the poi fall on your back, you turn to the right, and you come out and overhand on the right-hand side. So you take the skirt behind your butt, swoosh the skirt out of the way as you turn, come underhand. Then, as your hands are coming up, right as you're about to thumbs up onto your shoulder, turn to the right. Low sweep behind your butt, come out underhand. High sweep over your head, come out overhand. Low sweep behind your butt. High sweep, keeping your hands low and tight to your earlobes, come out overhand on the right-hand side. Low sweep again to here, underhand on the left. Now, instead of doing the high sweep up over the top and turning all the way to the right, this time turn only 90 degrees and go into clockwise pinwheel. And see if you can do together time clockwise pinwheel, where they both come from the back to the front. So you were here in overhand, you come to underhand. Then you do that same thing with the thumbs up. And when your thumbs touch your shoulder, turn 90 degrees and then bring both poi from the back to the front into the clockwise pinwheel. So left hand here, we're going to take the left hand, bring it up, turn 90 degrees and go back to front in clockwise. So when you bring it to the front, you should see it going clockwise. And then come down on the right hand side and overhand, sweep it back low underneath your butt. And now we're going to come up, turn halfway, come into the pinwheel, back to front, in clockwise. And now we're going to come down on the right again and overhand. Sweep low behind the butt, we're underhand, one more time. And come up, turn 90 degrees, back to front, back to front, back to front, back to front. And then down on the right-hand side, your overhand on the right-hand side. Right foot is forward. Sweep back low behind your butt. Come out underhand on the left. And then we're going to come up, turn halfway from back to front into the clockwise pinwheel. Again, it should be clockwise in front of your body. Keep it vertical, and then come down on the right into overhand. And repeating, sweep back, come underhand on the left, and then we're going to come up halfway, turn into clockwise pinwheel, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and turning right and coming down in overhand on the right-hand side. Third set, sweep back low, come out underhand on the left-hand side, come and turn halfway, back to front, back to front, back to front, last time back to front, and then come down and overhand on the right-hand side. Now trying with both hands, we're overhand on the right, right foot is forward, left foot is pointing toward the screen, in the T stance, sweep back, sweep low, come out and underhand on the left-hand side. Now this time, relax into it. We're going to breathe. Bring both hands up low and tight to the earlobes and turn halfway, and then they go from back to front in together time, in that together time pinwheel. If you didn't make it, that's okay. Start again on the right and overhand. Sweep back, sweep low, come out and underhand on the left-hand side. Bring both hands up low and tight to the earlobes and turn halfway, and then they go from back to front in together time, in that together time pinwheel. If you didn't make it, that's okay. Start again on the right and overhand. So this is going to be the reverse. It'll look like the reverse of what you were doing. But when you're coming up right now, be careful that you're not dropping your hands down this low. What you want to do is, as you come up, first of all, here, your hands are in where I would call this pocket, right? They're between they're not outside of your frame of your body, and they're not above your head. They're in the ear-shoulder pocket, right? So it's like you're grabbing your earlobe. And then as you come up, when the hands come to the front, notice my hands are above my eyes the entire time. There's no dipping low, no dipping low. We keep it up high. Keep it up, keep it up. Tall spine, long erect spine, and then come down on the other side. So if we try it together, right foot forward, overhand on the right, sweep back, underhand on the left. Now, as we come up, elongate your spine, look up, and we're going to bring the hands up tight to the earlobes and go back to front, back to front. Keep it tight over the crown of your head, nice and tight to your head, and then come down on the right. So we're going to sweep back. Yes. And then we're going to come underhand, turn halfway, and back to front, back to front, back to front, and then come down on the other side. Okay. This is why I wanted to do it with you. So from here, let's do it. We're going to do it now. We're going to do it even slower. So we're underhand. Now I want you to bring it up, thumbs up. So your thumbs are up. At the moment that they hit your shoulder, just let the poi hit your back. Like this. My thumbs are up. I'm going to take my thumbs and hit my shoulder. Yes. Now, once you get to the point where you can get your thumbs there, right before the point hits your back, that's when you turn. Before the point hits your back, right before the point hits your back, that's when you turn. So if you look at me from this angle as I'm doing it, I'm underhand here. When you're doing it, you're coming wide like that. What I want is in this pocket between your ear and your shoulder and between the frame of the outside of your shoulder and your ear, right? So notice how my hands are tight, right? You want them super tight, very, 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 very close to your ear. So I want you to imagine you've got a big ass set of earrings on, and you're going to grab the earring at the bottom of the earring that's hanging. So I'm grabbing the earring, and then I'm turning. We'll do the low sweep, and then we'll keep it low and tight and come down. The low sweep and low and tight and come down. And so if I were to do this from the side view for you to see, it would be low and tight, and then up and over and tight. Low and tight, up and over and tight. Low and tight, up and over and tight. It's all about getting it tight to your body. When you're doing it high and wide, okay, I'll show you what I mean by high and wide. High and wide, like that. Okay, so high and wide. Let me show you that from the side view. When you do it high and wide, notice that my hands never really pass behind my head. High and wide doesn't pass behind my head. Now watch when I do it low and tight, my hands come back a little bit behind my head. And so the feeling of the move changes because the move is more, the loop that you're doing behind you is further behind you. So this loop right there, it's lower and tighter because it comes closer down to your sacrum.